So this is a part 2 question. X is equals to 0. I'm getting the input here. If you analyze this code, you can notice a while loop is there. Like this is a while block. And then also have a if block. And that's all we have. Also we are getting the input twice here. The question is output if input is 4, 6, 3, 2, 8, minus 1. These values are going to get replaced by these two. Let's see what happens. The condition here is n is greater than x. That means the n is going to be the input here. So we are going to check if n is greater than x. If it is greater than x, we are just going to assign the n to x. That is like we are going to get the inputs, and if the input is greater than this value, we are going to replace this value by that input. Like 4, 6, 3 to 4 is greater than x, then we are going to assign 4 to x. Again we are going to get the input 6. If 6 is greater than 4, that like it is something like that. It's fine if you don't get it. You can just run the code and you can find it as well. X with the value 0, right? N, and we are going to get the input. So I just mark it that this is passed. Okay, 4 is passed. So 4 is n now, right? 4, this is 4 now. So int 4, that means the string 4 will become integer and assigned to n 4. While n is greater than 0. So 4 is greater than 0, yes. So it will go in, right? This becomes, so we came here and we came here and we are in the while loop. And also you can note when this loop is going to end. This loop is going to end. There is no break statement, right? So there's only way if n is less than 0. If n is less than 0, this is greater than 0. So if when the n becomes less than 0, it will go out from the loop. So n is the input we are going to pass. So see, we have 4, 6, 3, 2, 8 and minus 1. So these values are greater than 0. This is the only thing less than 0. That means when we type this number, it is going to stop the loop. Let's see. Now we are going to check if 4 is greater than x. X has 0. So 4 is greater than 0. Yes. So we are going to assign this n to x. We are going to assign 4 to x. So x becomes 4. So then it will come here. N equals int input. Again we are getting the input. Now we are going to pass the second value, which is 6. It becomes 6. And then it will go to the top. And 6 is greater than 0. Yes, it will go in. If 6 is greater than x, 4. 6 is greater than 4. Yes. So x's value is going to be 6. Right. Okay. And then we are going to get the other input, which is 3. Becomes 3. 3 is greater than 0. Yes. Then it will go in. 3 is greater than x. 3 is greater than 6. No. So it will come out from this if block and go to the next statement. We are going to get the next input, which is 2. Now n is 2. Okay, so it will go to the top again. Now it will check 2 is greater than 0. Yes. So then if 2 is greater than x, 2 is greater than 6. No. So again it will come out from this loop. Now n is the next value, which is 8. So now n is 8. It will go to the top again. And check 8 is greater than 0. Yes, it will go in. If 8 is greater than x, 8 is greater than 6. Yes, 8 is the bigger value. What happens here? N is going to get assigned to x. So 6 will get replaced by 8. After this, it will come here. N equals int input. The next input is minus 1. So now n is minus 1. Now it will go to the top. Minus 1 is greater than 0. No. This loop is going to, we are going to break from this loop. So from here, after that code, from here it will go to the next line, which is a print statement, print x. We have 8 in x. So the output for this question is 8. Okay, now the question is, what is the purpose of this program? These are the inputs. So we are comparing this input with x, and if the input is larger than x, we are replacing x by the input. Like 4 is larger than 0, so 4 is getting assigned. Then 4 and 6, 6 is greater, so 6 is getting assigned to x. So now 6 and 3, still 6 is greater. Going to the next line, 6 and 2, still 6 is greater. Then the next line 6 and 8. So 8 is greater. So 8 is getting assigned to x, like that. So what actually happens is we are finding the maximum among all the user input. So we're getting the inputs and finding the maximum here, right? This x is also like a variable to keep track of the max. Comparing the user inputs with the max, if the user input is greater than the max, then we are assigning that user input as the maximum. I think now you know what is the purpose of this program. It is to find a maximum number among the given user input. Okay, so this is like the next question we have. This is also a part 2 question. There are two questions here. What would be the output of the above program? Justify. And then modify and rewrite the above program without increasing the number of statements to compute the sum of integers from 1 to 10. In the first line, we can see something like this symbol, hashtag. So what does this hashtag mean? We can write comments in order to get an idea about. So like when you add a comment like this, so you the second time when you look at the code, you can simply understand, so this is what the code is about. You can write anything here. There is a comment, print the sum of integers from 1 to 5 including 1 to 5. But don't trust the comments. In the exams, don't trust the comments because sometimes the code might have some wrong spot. So anyways, you should analyze the code as well. So when you find this code, there is a while loop. So as I said, you can simply box out the while loop. But if you notice, the I is not getting increased inside the while loop. So that is actually a big mistake. This condition should become false in one iteration. So if this condition is true, it will go in, and after that this condition is going to be true all the time because this I or this 5 is a constant, right? So this I should get changed in order to stop this loop. So this is like this loop is going to run infinite times. This is an infinity loop. So total equals 0, I equals 1, while I is less than or equals to 5, total plus I. Just think, if I is not gonna get increased, it will start from here, it will assign this value and will go to the while loop. I has 1, 1 is less than or equals to 5, true. It is going to add 1 with the total, we have 0, so it is like total is going to become 1, and again it is going to the top. I is still 1, so 1 is less than or equals to 5, yeah, again it is going to add 1, so it is like I total is becoming 2, and then it is going to check I is still 1, so we didn't change the value of I. So it is like keep on adding 1 again and again and again. Total is going to be like 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is going to run infinite times. So the output of this above program, it is actually there would be no output. This code is going to keep on running. This code is never going to stop. Justify it by saying that this is an infinity loop and the value of I is not getting changed inside the while loop. So it is actually a mistake. It is outside the loop. So you can justify that in your words. Now the question is modify and rewrite the above program without increasing the number of statements to compute the sum of integers from 1 to 10, including 1 to 10. So you should understand what is that including 1 and 10. That means it is like we need to add 1 plus 2 plus, it is like we are going to add all these value 1 to 10. First we will fix the error in this code, which is change the value of I, right? So this I equals I plus 1 should be inside. Okay, now check the code. Now this is the while. Now we'll just go on like how we want it, like total 1 is less than or equals to 5, total is going to get added. So it's like total is going to be 1 now, and then we are increasing 1. Then 2 is less than or equals to 5, yes, so 2 plus 1 is 3, right? 2 plus 1 is 3, so we are assigning 3 to total, and again we need to increase 3. and it is going to run again and again. 3 plus 3 is 6, then 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, then 5. When it reaches 5, 5 is equals to 5, so that is also true, so it will go in. Again it will calculate 15, and then this will become 6. When this will become 6, and then 6 is less than or equals to 5 will become fourths. So in that case it will stop and it will print the total, which is 50. We have calculated the total from 1 to 5 including 1 and 5. This code is going to give the total of 1 to 5 including 1 to 5. So now the question is to find the total from 1 to 10 including 1 to 10. Instead of this 5, put 10. Now this code will run 10 times, starting from 1 to 10. We didn't increase the number of statements, and also you can just change this to 10. You can also comment it.